Hello math learners, so for today's video we are going to proceed in first lesson in our new subject in statistics and probability, and that is all about the random variables and probability distributions. So I guess you're already familiar what statistics and probability is all about, and besides I already discussed that in my grade 10 content, and also I'm not mistaken that you already encountered this when you are grade 10. Okay, and a little bit introduction statistics when you are grade 7 and probability when you are grade 8. So grade 9 po ay 'di ba ang lesson niyo na fourth quarter nun is trigonometry. Yeah, hindi sa 7 and 8 and 10 that together. Oh, so hindi na rin ako magtataka na meron na kayo familiarization that. So, but good for you if you remember something in this subject or in this lesson because magagamit nyo to dito ngayon. So now, let us proceed in our first lesson. So, definition of random variables in probability distributions. So, you have learned in your past lessons junior high school in mathematics that an experiment or trial is any procedure or activity that can be done repeatedly under similar conditions. So experiment that indicates that when you try something to do, try to do something rather, and you are going to analyze the possible outcomes or the results. Next, the set of all possible outcomes in an experiment is called the sample space. The sets of the following outcomes is called the sample space. The concept of probability distribution is very important in analyzing statistical data, especially in hypothesis testing. I can give one example of this. Let's say, first example is survey. Okay, that you are going to analyze that how many are agree, how many are not, di ba? And how many students got fails how many students can fail the exam or pass the exam. That's the following examples that I give you regarding this. In this lesson, you will explore understand the random variable. Before we discuss probability distribution, it is necessary to study first the concept of random variable. So, in this one lesson consists of subdivided by two random variables and probability distribution. Excuse me. We have definitions of random variable. A random variable is a result of chance event that you can measure or count. A random variable is a numerical quantity that is assigned to the outcome of an experiment. It is a variable that assumes numerical values associated with the events of an experiment. A random variable is a quantitative variable which values depends on change. Note how we use capital letters to represent a random variable. So later on, I will explain that what the note does it mean. And I'm not mistaken, you already know this when you are going to list the sample space or the following outcomes. So let us solve this problem. Suppose two coins. Okay, two coins and not two coins tossed two times. So two coins, huh? And we are interested to determine the number of tails. So, in this coin, obviously, this is the head. You already see the Manuel Scason head here in the coin. And this is the tails. I don't know why the back portion of the coin called tails. I don't think so. I don't know why does it called tails. Instead of this is the front portion and back portion. And instead they indicate this is the heads and tails. I do know. So let us use T to represent the number of tails that will come out. Determine the values of the random variable T. So, we have some steps. So number one, just the sample space. So this is what I've told you. So you are going to use the capital letters. This S stands as the sample space. H stands as the heads. So possibly the first coin toss will be heads and then the second one is heads also. While the second outcome, the first coin is head and then the second one is tails. Third outcome that indicates the first coin resulting tails and then the second one is heads. Maybe the last outcome they are both tails. So count the number of tails since we are going to find the values of t. The number of t of okay. So count the number of t's in each outcome and assign this number to the outcome. So in four outcomes rather. So did you see some tails there? No. So only one, and this is two. Okay. Conclusion: the values of random variable t number of tails in this experiment are 0, 1, and 2. Remember this number of tails because we are going to expand this in our solve problem number 3. So, but for now, let us proceed first to solve problem 2. A pair, excuse me, a pair of dice is rolled. Let x be the random variable representing the sum of the number of dots on the top faces. Find the value of the random variable x. So, how many outcomes consist of dice? How many dots per in the different faces? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, list the sample space. So, napakaraming results. So, maybe the 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, up to 6, 6. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 36 outcomes. Now, count the sum of the number of dots in each outcome and assign this number to this outcome. So, sum of the number of dots, value of x. So, okay. So, as you can see, those given of values of x. So, base po kasi sa given sabi, the sum of the number of dots on the top faces. Since a pair of dice is rolled, that is equivalent of 2. So, 1 plus 1, syempre hindi 11 yan. It's 2. Kapag 11 na lumabas sa calculator, nako si Ryan. Okay, excuse me. So, 1, 2, and 2, 1, no matter how many, kahit magbalik na rin nyo, 3 pa rin yan. 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3. Here, kumbaga sa factors, o sa para lang kayo nag-indicate ang multiple of, sa isang product, you are going to find the factors. Para ngayon, dito sa sums, you're going to find the addends that will sum up to the given number. Supposedly, this is up to 12. So, yan. It's really hard to analyze. So, actually, and I think your teacher didn't give you this kind of problem that has a lot of sample space and or outcomes rather. So 1 plus 4, 4 plus 1, 2 plus 3, or 3 plus 2, that is 5. Oh, 1 plus 5, 6, 5 plus 1, 2 plus 4, 4 plus 2, 3 plus 3. 1 plus 6, 6 plus 1, 2 plus 5, 5 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 3 plus 4, you have 7. And 3, ang technical sa inyo, since dice has 6 dots, has a maximum 6 dots, and based on the given that is 2, you are going to multiply 2 to get 12. So unahin niyo muna yung number, yung sa value of possible value of x. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 12. Siyempre wala namang 1 kasi 2 dice nga eh. So yan. Ngayon, dito ngayon kayo hahanap ng addends na magsa-sum up sa following numbers na inilagay nyo dito. Okay? So, yeah. So, proceed tayo. It's okay. So, let us first proceed to discrete and continuous random variable. A random variable may be classified as discrete and continuous. A discrete variable has countable number of possible values. And while a continuous random variable can assume an infinite number of values in one or more intervals. Maybe it is assumed this is not countable. Okay, this parang manliligaw ng crush mo, hindi mabilang kung ilan nanliligaw. Okay, discrete random variable. So, number of pen in a box, possibly kasi nabibilang pa natin. Kasi base sa dati kong pagkakabilang, it consists of 10 pens in one box. Base sa number of ants in the colony. Number of ripe of banana in a basket. Number of COVID-19 positive cases in Hermosa, Bataan. Nabibilang pa yun. Base sa survey. Okay, number of defective batteries. Okay. Next, continue. So, amount of antibiotics in the vial. Length of electric wires. Voltage of car batteries. Weight of newborn in the hospital. Amount of sugar in a cup of coffee. Sa palagay, di ba, mabibilang yung sugar? Hindi, di ba? Butil-butil yun eh. Okay. Ito, sabi ko nga, sana natandaan nyo kanina yung outcomes natin do sa 2 coins. So, first, inarang natin, list the sample space, ayan. So, count the number of this in each outcome that has assigned this number to this outcome. The values of random variable t, number of these in this experiment are 0, 1, and 2. Yung result, ito, 0, 1, 2. So, they are counted, syempre hindi naman non-repeating tayo. Ngayon, tatandaan nyo, ilan ang nag-0, ilan ang 1, ilan ang 2. So, construct the distribution frequency. So number of occurrence, so ilan ang nag-result ng 0 is 1. And ilan ang nag-result ng 1? 2. Ilan ang nag-result ng 2? 1. So ngayon, i-add nyo yan, that will sum up to 4. Okay? Okay, now, construct the probability distribution of the random variable by getting the probability of number occurrence of each value of the random variable. Okay, as you can see here, so number of occurrence, so ito yung aanin natin. So, paano po nagkaroon ng fraction? In probability, so first that you are going to divide the number of events and the number of outcome in sample space. Okay. Ilan pong outcome, 'di ba? Heads, head, tails, head, and tails. It has 4 sample space, 4 outcome in a sample space. So, where the number of events are here. So, 1/4. So, meron tayong 1/4. 2/4 that you're going to simplify, that will become 1/2. 1/4 and 1. Okay. So, kung i-add nyo. Kung i-add nyo to lahat, so 1/4 plus 1/4 is 1/2 plus 1/2, 1. Your probability is 1. The probability distribution of random variable t can be written as follows here, like a function table. Okay. So, next, proceed tayo. So, next, construct a histogram. So, minsan required to, minsan hindi. So, ito yung ano nyo. This is where the horizontal, where the column stands as the number of tails. And the probability or the rows stands as the number. How many days? The number of results, okay, or occurrence. Now, Well done. So